Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing or please rise for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight we'll be led by two of our talented students, Erin Durkin and Justine Gizzi. And immediately after the anthem, please remain standing for our invocation, which is by Rabbi Dan Pernick.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
O all-knowing and powerful God, you could have created a perfect world, but you didn't. You could have created a world of marionettes in which we would predictably do your will, but you didn't. Instead, you chose to create a world in which success and failure are usually the result of our own efforts. May we and these honor students understand, O God, that we are your partners in the work of creation. On each and every day, we possess the power to uplift or to debase ourselves and our world. Early in the biblical book of Exodus, you told Abel's brother Cain that half-hearted effort is not enough. To do your will, O God, we must constantly strive for excellence, for the best that is within us. For we are created in your image, an image of perfection and wholeness. It is for that reason, O God, that we joyfully gather this evening to honor those who have worked so hard to maximize the potential which you have placed within them. Enable them to succeed. Yet if and when they fall short of their goals, give them the strength to continue to strive, secure in the knowledge that so many of the world's greatest innovations are the result of many attempts which ended in failure. Tonight, as we honor these students who have succeeded so greatly here at St. Thomas Aquinas College, we pray that you, O God, will always guide them on their way. Remind them that you are the goal to which they must strive, but which they will never reach. Keep them from repeating the error of the builders of the Tower of Babel, who thought themselves the equal of God by building a structure up to the heavens. We honor you, O God, by honoring these students who have reached for the stars and who now have the opportunity to share the results of their skills and their passions with a world so desperately in need of those committed to excellence. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Rabbi, and thank you, Erin and Justine. That was really well done. Welcome, everyone, to the 2019 St. Thomas Aquinas College Honors Convocation. My name is Bob Murray, and I am the college's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is my pleasure to serve as your host for the ceremony and to begin tonight's proceedings by introducing the President of St. Thomas Aquinas College, Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick.
I am so proud of you, our students. I offer my thanks to the faculty, administrators, and staff that made tonight possible. Welcome to our families and friends. Tonight, you will see how your support has made your students the success that they are. Also, working on our behalf is the Board of Trustees. They bring wisdom, talent, and hard work to their roles, for which I am very grateful. Amongst these board members is Mr. Peter Skay, the Vice Chair of the Board and CEO of Skay Power Solutions. Peter will offer a welcome on behalf of the board.
Good evening. On behalf of the trustees of St. Thomas Aquinas College, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our 2019 Honors Convocation ceremonies. Tonight, the St. Thomas community, with its motto, "Enlighten the Mind Through Truth," will convey Doctor of Humane Letters upon Frank G. Persico, a member of the Board of Trustees of St. Thomas Aquinas College and DeMatha Catholic High School in Hyattsville, Maryland, and former Vice President for University Relations and Chief of Staff at the Catholic University of America. We will also confer Doctor of Public Service upon Sister Mary Murray, O.P., President of the Dominican Sisters of Sparkhill and former Chancellor of the Diocese of Great Falls, Billings. Additionally, we will award the prestigious Letary Medal, recognizing 3 individuals who have each given 20 years of outstanding service to the college as faculty and administrators. We will also have the presentations of Honor Convocation Awards, the Betty LaSala Award, the Environmental Writing Award in honor of Rachel Carson, and the John Roberts Award for Excellence in Literary Studies. Most importantly, tonight, we recognize the outstanding academic accomplishments of our students, with inductions into the Distinguished Academic Honor Societies and enrollment to the Dean List. STAC, as you know, is a very exciting place to be for both academic and athletic success. The college is always continuing to expand on all fronts by enrolling more than 2,800 full and part-time students in more than 100 programs in our schools of education, arts and science, and business. The college also offers our students the opportunity of a lifetime by providing a study abroad in Europe and a study beyond right here in the United States. St. Thomas Aquinas College faces the coming years with the self-assurance that comes only from a proven record of educational eminence and distinction, always steadfastly looking forward with a commitment to quality in all of our scholastic endeavors, and now dedicating itself to the sustainability of our environment and the world around us. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to our doctoral honorees, to our administrators, faculty, staff, and students. And finally, allow me to extend the most hearty and enthusiastic job well done to you, the parents and families of these outstanding scholars. Again, welcome and enjoy the wonderful evening of celebration.
Thank you, Mr. Skay. Tonight, we gather here to honor our students who have excelled in their particular academic discipline, as well as those whose scholastic achievement has been exemplary for a sustained period. We are also here to bestow the highest academic honor on 2 people who have dedicated their lives to education, and to salute those who have worked at St. Thomas Aquinas College and have enriched the experiences of our students for 20 years. In assisting us to witness these significant moments, we are joined this evening by a number of dignitaries, and I now invite the following members of our stage party to stand as I introduce you for recognition. You have already met Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick, President of the College, and Mr. Peter Skay, Vice Chair of the Board. And I would like to introduce you to some of our distinguished guests, Mr. Frank Persico, Sister Mary Murray, and we are fortunate to have with us on stage a number of a number of members of the college's Board of Trustees and other honored guests, all of whom are joining us to celebrate this Honors Convocation, and I ask them now to rise for recognition. And to the right of my stage, to the right of the stage to my left, you will find the faculty sponsors for the Student Honor Societies. They will be individually introduced later, but I'm asking them now to rise. And colleagues, please remain standing. Because last but not least, I'd like to introduce the rest of the superb St. Thomas Aquinas College faculty seated behind tonight's student honorees, and I ask them to stand now for our recognition. You will hear much more about tonight's convocation speaker a little later in the evening during the bestowing of his honorary degree. But at this time, it's my privilege to invite Mr. Frank Persico to the podium to deliver the 2019 convocation address.
Dr. Fitzpatrick, Vice Chairman Skay, Provost Murray, Sister Mary, distinguished guests and honorees, faculty, staff, and most importantly, students. I'm deeply grateful to be here tonight to address our honorees and to accept an honorary degree from St. Thomas Aquinas College. As Sister Margaret will tell you, I am receiving this honor kicking and screaming. It's very hard for me to understand the concept of receiving an honor for simply doing something for which God has put you on the earth to do. When you look at my list of accomplishments, what I've done through my lifetime, in my opinion, they don't raise themselves to the level of anything particularly special. Not anything that's particularly noteworthy. Certainly, in my mind, not something that would be worthy of an honorary degree. What they do demonstrate is that I have been willing and able to use the gifts and talents that God has given to me to work in this world. But should I be honored for that? I've just done my job. So when I posed these same questions to Dr. Fitzpatrick months ago, she offered me this honor. She looked at me, paused, and said in the only way that she can, "Exactly." I said, "What?" And she said, "Right." It was then that it dawned on me that that's all why we are here today, to be honored for precisely the same thing. We are all here exactly for using our gifts and our talents in the way that God has intended for us to use them. And for that we should be grateful. So Sister Margaret, thank you for allowing me to be part of this special convocation where so many of us will be lifted up as examples of people who do regular things in such a way to give glory and honor to each other for the betterment of ourselves, our college, and for our society. So it's not good enough for each of you students who will receive academic awards today to accept them and sit back and say, "Wow, I'm a special person. I received academic honors from St. Thomas Aquinas College." Now, if you're thinking that, remember John F. Kennedy's famous observation, "For of those to whom much is given, much is required." Now, by the way, he pilfered that expression from St. Luke's Gospel that read, "For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much be required." So you've been given talents, you've been given gifts, and it is your duty, that's right, it is your duty and your obligation to use them. It would be wrong to waste them. So as you go along in your daily lives, in your daily routines, think about how you can best use your gifts to their highest potential. So I'm going to give you 6 suggestions about how you might do that. First, be genuine. Look at me. What you see is what you get. I hope that the people who know me believe that I am a genuine person, There's no reason to put on airs, no reason to act any better than you are, and most importantly, to act better than anyone else. If anything, I often worry about if I'm meeting the expectations that people have of me. Once I complete this talk, I'll sit back down and I'll say, wow, that was really awful. What was I thinking about when I wrote that? And in a way, that's my inferiority complex coming through. People would say, you don't have no, yes, I do. So I urge you all to be genuine. There is no need to look around the room for someone better. The person with you whom you are already speaking is that better person. Be genuine. Second, go the extra mile. I have colleagues who do what it takes to get the job done. That's not enough, in my opinion. You need to go the extra mile. You all heard that cliche, I gave it 110%. Well, you know, there is some truth to that. Recently, I was doing some consulting, and one of the folks I was working with told me how she dealt with a lack of communication issue. In a way, I was concerned, but in a way, I wasn't. So I singled her out in a staff meeting of about 25 other people and said, what Rachel did was absolutely wrong. She ignored the chain of command. She skirted the school's long-standing protocols. She was mortified. I paused and I said, but she did exactly what I would have done in the same situation. I remarked that she went the extra mile. She didn't just get the job done, she made it happen. And so should you. Go the extra mile. Third, set your priorities. That sound you just heard was my wife Stephanie fainting and falling to the floor. Set priorities? She's always telling me to set priorities. My answer is not a very good one for her. I say, I have set my priorities. They're all number one. So it makes sense that you might faint at the thought of me setting real priorities, but I guess that's how I learned to do multitasking. Now for you, I ask you to try to set real priorities in your life. And remember, your family comes first in all of them. Fourth, be ethical. An ethical person has a higher moral standard. You don't see a lot of that today. But at St. Thomas Aquinas College, ethics is a way of life. Our mission states, quote, St. Thomas Aquinas College assists each student in the effort to develop as an articulate and independent member of society who uses a reasoned approach to all issues, who strives to become a responsible citizen and a leader in shaping the diverse world community, end quote. Many of you will go on to professions where there may be temptations to take the low road. Don't consider it, and don't ever do it. Hold yourself to a higher moral standard, the standard that your parents and St. Thomas Aquinas taught you. Always take the high road. It should be a top priority. Be ethical. Fifth, be adventurous. You might have just heard my wife think for a second time in just a few minutes. She might tell you that I am the least adventurous person on the face of the earth, and she may be right, but at least I've become more so in recent years. I recall our honeymoon in 1976, and you guys weren't even born then, but we wandered onto a private beach in Florida. I was scared to death that we would be arrested for trespassing, but Stephanie said we needed to be adventurous and we needed to move forward. Well, we didn't get arrested, thank goodness, but we were sternly asked to leave that private property, much like Adam and Eve being dispelled from paradise. As I've gotten older, I want to do more. I want to see more. I want to travel more. I want to tour more. I want to be more adventurous. I suggest to you today that you should not be afraid to be adventurous. Start now. Don't wait. And last, be thankful. I firmly believe that I could not have done any of the things that I have done or be the person that I am today without many people having my back and supporting me. My brother and sister are very successful in their own right. One is an accomplished attorney, and the other is a college president. People always ask what our parents put in our oatmeal. Nothing special, I don't think. But they taught us to be genuine, to set priorities, to go the extra mile, to be ethical, and to be adventurous. Sound familiar? I hope you noticed that my wife Stephanie didn't faint just now. She knows that I thank her for her love and unconditional support every day. We are a team, partners in crime, always have been and always will be. Neither of us would be where we are today without each other. And parenthetically, we've raised two pretty spectacular and successful children, too. So to all of you, I thank you for honoring this everyman tonight. I implore you not to take your talents and gifts for granted. Use them as God intended, and someday those honors being bestowed upon you tonight will be manifest 100-fold. God bless you all, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Persico. I now invite back to the podium Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick to present Mr. Persico with his honorary degree.
Thank you, Mr. Persico, for inspiring us. It is now my honor to welcome you to the honorary alumni of St. Thomas Aquinas College. Frank Persico has long been recognized as the face of Catholic University for his many years of exemplary and compassionate service. What makes a university? Its mission, its graduates, and its employees. Frank is all three. Frank earned both an undergraduate and graduate degree from CUA. He spent his professional life working with students, faculty, administrators, alumni, and donors to maximize the potential of each and to actualize the values of the religious traditions within which he served. Frank worked with several presidents at Catholic University, and we know how easy it is to work with presidents. Mr. Persico made everyone feel at home. His charm, coupled with his keen insight, enabled him to secure millions in donations for the university, create a body of new university supporters, and made everyone leaving a meeting with him feeling motivated to drive the mission. Frank's outstanding professional contributions earned him a medal bestowed by both Pope Benedict XVI in 2008 and Pope Francis in 2015. At Catholic University of America, the Board of Trustees also came under Frank's purview. This understanding of the role and responsibility of a board member is one of the main reasons why he is such a successful board member at St. Thomas Aquinas College. As a board member, he serves on our executive committee in his role as chair of the development committee. Stack honored both he and his wife Stephanie with the Aquinas Medal in 2017. You could see his undergraduate degree in drama at work when they gave one of the most entertaining and profound responses after receiving these medals. Since his retirement, Frank has started his own consulting firm that specializes with nonprofit issues and concerns at the secondary and collegiate levels. Frank is an active volunteer on a high school board, an elected council member and president for the City of Laurel, MD, chairperson of the county's addictions committee, and does numerous service work for his parish church. And then there is his passion for swimming and his 10 years of service for USA Swimming nationwide. The Persicos enjoy 2 children and 4 grandchildren. In summary, Frank epitomizes the values of our mission. He is a person of integrity who seeks wisdom and understanding and is engaged in the central mission of promoting the dignity of every person. Once you interact with Frank, you witness in him the fulfillment of the commandments to love God and love your neighbor. Therefore, the academic community of St. Thomas Aquinas College, with the authorization of the state of New York, is privileged to bestow honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, upon you, Dr. Persico. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. Persico. I now invite to the podium Sister Mary Ann Summa to present an honorary degree to Sister Mary Murray.
Good evening. Sister Mary Murray is the Congregational President of the Dominican Sisters of Sparkhill, serving in this capacity since 2010. During her tenure, Sister Mary has led initiatives to address some of the challenges facing groups of women religious today. She has been a driving force behind the investigation and funding of core congregational concerns, including healthcare initiatives, organizational transition, and mission viability. These initiatives involve congregational members and leaders and have resulted in several major operational changes that have dramatically improved the financial stability of the congregation. Sister Mary is a member of several national and international leadership groups. For example, Dominican Sisters Conference, Dominican Sisters International, the Leadership Conference of Women Religious, and the International Union of Superiors General. She is also a member of the Dominican Sisters in Committed Collaboration and a member of the Board of Trustees of St. Thomas Aquinas College. Prior to 2010, Sister Mary served 2 terms on the executive team of the Dominican Sisters. And during that time, she served as president of the boards of Thorpe Family Residence in the Bronx and One-to-One Learning in Upper Nyack. She also served on the Justice Committee for Region 2. Sister Mary was project coordinator for the construction of Our Lady of the Rosary Chapel at the convent. And this chapel serves the worship needs of the congregation and is greatly valued as a long-term investment in accessible worship for the congregation's sisters. Prior to her ministry in congregational service, Sister Mary served as chancellor for the Diocese of Great Falls, Billings, Montana for 5 years. She was the executive coordinator for pastoral councils and planning for the diocese. And in that capacity, she served as the diocesan training resource person for parish councils and commissions. Her leadership and skills were recognized in the comprehensive multi-year strategic plan efforts that formed the diocesan plan for 2005-2010. And Sister now continues her involvement in Montana as a board member of St. Paul's Educational Association in Hayes, Montana. Prior to her career move to congregational and diocesan leadership in 1996, Sister Mary worked as an elementary school teacher for 26 years in Orange County, New York, New York City, and St. Louis, Missouri. In 1995, she was appointed director of the St. Thomas Aquinas preschool right here at Stack. Sister Mary was born in Watertown, New York, but was raised in St. Louis, Missouri. So really, 2 states claim her as their own. She received both her bachelor's degree and her master's degree in education from St. Thomas Aquinas College, and in 1994 was awarded the Regina Rosaire Dolman Award for Academic Excellence. Therefore, in recognition of her extensive work on congregational and diocesan levels, as well as her long-standing commitment to the ministry of education. St. Thomas Aquinas College is pleased to bestow on Sister Mary Murray, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Public Service. Congratulations, Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzpatrick and the Board of Trustees for this honor. I am both privileged and humbled to accept it. The Dominican Sisters of Sparkhill founded STAC in 1958, and under the leadership of Dr. Fitzpatrick for the past 25 years, we have seen the college grow, and we are so proud of the opportunities provided to young students and generations of students for academic excellence. To my fellow honorees and the honors students, congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sister Mary. And once again, I invite to the podium Dr. Fitzpatrick, this time to present this year's Lotari medals for those who have worked 20 years of service to the college. Dr. Fitzpatrick.
I would like to ask Kathleen Begling to please come up. Just around the turn of this century, the college made 7 wonderful decisions about new employees. Tonight, you will hear about these 7 individuals. Kathleen began working for St. Thomas Aquinas College in the HEOP program as the Secretary for Academic Services. When a position opened up in the business office, Kathy transferred to work in accounts payable. When STAC transitioned to the banner system, Kathy moved over to accounts receivable, since she is so effective in her interaction with students. Kathy quickly became the go-to AR specialist for our students. During her time in the business office, Kathy has developed many relationships, not only with the students, but with their families as well. She is an empathetic listener for families and finds a way to help families to settle their accounts. She has become the college liaison with outside agencies and with everyone else that needs verification of student information. Kathy continues as a vital part of the student AR team at the front counter in the business office. Kathy's caring nature, her attention to detail, and her patience working with families and students epitomizes the values of St. Thomas Aquinas College. Thank you, Kathleen Begling, for your continued service to STAC. Congratulations. Now I ask Dr. Deirdre Chatterverty to please come up. For these 20 years, Dr. Chatterverty has been exciting students about history in general and the effects of globalization in particular. As a professor of history, Dr. Chatterverty's scholarship includes the study of globalization and its impact on society. She's examined the history of India through the framework of colonial history and the rise of nationalism. Her recent work involves the analysis of interviews that she conducted in India pertaining to the impact of economic policy and the growth of consumer culture in India, especially as they relate to issues of gender and class. Her research on the impact of globalization in educational systems was recently presented at the Institute for the Analysis of Contemporary Society. Neerja has achieved immeasurable success in the classroom. Students leave her class having studied history in a new and interesting way, viewing the world around them through the lens of history. She has developed courses that address issues of human rights and equality. Service to the college includes serving on committees, acting as a program reviewer of the history curriculum, and co-organizing the annual faculty retreat. She has served the surrounding community by providing lectures on a variety of topics, including the topic of human rights in China. Congratulations and thank you, Dr. Chakravarty, for your 20 years of exceptional service. Ms. Janet Hike. Janet Hike has served as the administrative assistant in the Office of Financial Affairs for the last 20 years. During this tenure, 2 vice presidents have benefited from her knowledge, dedication, and support. Confidentiality is the key to success in financial affairs. Janet is a vault. Her integrity and dedication is commendable. In her position, she is entrusted with financial records, budgets and expense reports, and other confidential information. Whether she is scheduling meetings, preparing reports, monitoring copier usage and issues, ensuring certifications of insurance are in place, or processing the accounts payable check run, Janet handles it with ease and dependability. Over the years, the Perkins Loan Coordinator responsibilities were added to her job. This requires her to prepare loan materials, update as required, and follow through with students leaving the college to ensure that the federal guidelines are met. She coordinates information with the business and financial aid offices as well as outside agencies. Her diligence and organizational skills make her the perfect person for this responsibility. Above all, Janet has been a steadying force and a person that can be counted on. Congratulations, Janet, for your 20 years of service. Bally Patter, please come forward. In the field of IT, you must be flexible, inventive, and a lifelong learner. This is Bally Patter. Bally was hired as a computer technician and is currently the network specialist in the IT department. In this capacity, Bally assists with planning, implementing, and maintaining the college's networks and infrastructure. He provides training and guidance to staff and assists in providing technical support to users. Bally also provides support for the email system, management of virtual servers, and the IP phone system. As technology is constantly evolving, so are the demands of the IT department, and Bally keeps up with the necessary changes in a helpful and courteous way. When we look for the latest ideas in technology, we can always depend on Bally to provide the cutting edge of technological advances. Like his colleagues in IT, Valley goes above and beyond to make sure that the IT issues are resolved. Congratulations and thank you, Valley. Dr. Robert Trewick. As an associate professor of religious studies, teaching is, and has always been, the heart of Dr. Chadwick's work at the college. He has developed an exceptional rapport with his students, engaging them inside and outside the classroom, particularly on matters of ethics and social justice. Rob's scholarship is developed with the framework of public theology, wherein it has helped foster a dialogue among issues of doctrine, public policy, and social justice. He frequently uses his scholarship to advocate for marginalized and at-risk groups in society. Recently, he was a consultant for the denominational paper, Israel-Palestine, for Human Values in the Absence of a Just Peace. He co-wrote a paper commissioned by the Presbyterian Church entitled World of Hurt, Word of Hope, which examined the theological and moral implications of the financial crisis of 2008. The conclusions of this study were adopted as official policy by the General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church in 2012. Rob serves the surrounding community, especially the Presbyterian Church, in various local and national roles. Here at STAC, he has served on the gallery and sustainability committees. Also, anyone attending that feature of the house band has benefited from his musical talents for many years. Congratulations, Rob, and thank you for your 20 years of service. Mr. Sion Yu. Mr. Sion Yu was hired as a computer technician and has risen through the ranks to his current position as the Associate Director of Computer Information Services. He is responsible for the administrative database and operating systems in the college network. Besides maintaining, repairing, and upgrading technical equipment throughout the campus, he assists in budget preparation, purchasing and maintaining licensing agreements, and planning for improvements in the operations of campus-wide computing. The world of technology changes rapidly, and Sion has been adaptable to ensure STAC's network and infrastructure remain up to date. He has been involved in many projects throughout the years, including building the entire college's Wi-Fi network from the ground up. His kind and pleasant nature enables him to get along with everyone on campus. His demeanor is one of respect, hard work, and a willingness to go the extra mile. Sion always accommodates requests for help and is relied upon as another strong member of the IT team. Thank you, Sion, for 20 years of service.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzpatrick. I now invite Assistant Professor of Biology, Dr. Bianca Wenzel, to come to the stage to present this year's Betty LaSalle Award.
Thank you and good evening. Betty LaSala devoted her professional life to teaching science and chairing the science division on the secondary level in the New York City public school system. She worked tirelessly to awaken in her high school students the excitement that exists in discovering new insights in biology, ecology, and related scientific fields. Betty educated several thousand students, and the lessons she imparted helped them to be successful not only in scientific fields that they pursued in their college careers, but also in their daily lives. Upon retiring from teaching, Betty became a member of the St. Thomas Aquinas College President's Council. As a member of this council, she continued to provide valuable insight and inspiration to all whose lives she touched. In memory of her life, her husband, children, and grandchildren have established a commemorative scholarship at St. Thomas Aquinas College. In addition, St. Thomas Aquinas College recognizes in Betty's name a graduating senior at the Honors Convocation who has earned the highest GPA in the sciences. On behalf of all of the faculty in the sciences here at St. Thomas Aquinas College, I am pleased to announce that this year's Betty LaSala Award recipient is Andrea Salamando. While I brag about her a little bit. Andrea is an exceptional and dedicated student, as is evidenced by her overall GPA of 3.75 and science GPA of 3.64. All of the faculty here today who have had the pleasure of having Andrea in our classes have witnessed firsthand her quick understanding of even the most complicated material, her outstanding organizational and time management skills, and her exceptional contributions to class discussions. While these traits may be used to describe many of our strongest students here at St. Thomas Aquinas College, Andrea still always manages to go above and beyond. In the fall of 2018, Andrea was selected to be a part of the very first X-Lab, an experiential learning course whose aim was to create a virtual reality program for the visualization of extreme weather events. Her natural leadership skills were a true asset to the small team of students working on this project, and her motivation and excitement about the scientific aspects of the project, similar to the passion demonstrated by Betty LaSala herself, were key factors leading to their success. Andrea has worked tirelessly to gain experience in scientific research, especially in the fields of human health. In the summer of 2018, she interned at Pfizer as a student associate scientist in vaccine research and development. She is also currently conducting biochemistry research under the mentorship of Dr. Ryan Wynn on non-invasive cortisol extraction and isolation to determine how behavior correlates with hormone expression. Very exciting. Andrea also contributes to the campus community here at STAC as a member of the Science Club and Future Leaders in Healthcare Club. And just last week, she served as a facilitator for the Rockland Planning Land Use with Students, or Rockland Plus, program. And this is run by Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory, Keep Rockland Beautiful, and other local organizations. Her extensive expertise and leadership skills were put to good use as she helped guide local high school students in environmentally sustainable land use planning projects. She has also volunteered at Hackensack University Medical Center's Pediatric Hematology Oncology Unit, where she personally designed and implemented educational activities for the children in inpatient and outpatient centers. If all of these projects and activities were not impressive enough, Andrea did all of these things while also working as a dental hygienist. Her aspiration is to become a dentist after she attends dental school next year. While we will all miss Andrea terribly after she graduates, we wish her the very best of luck in all of her future endeavors. I am personally so proud of her and all of her accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating Andrea Salamondo, who is now being named this year's Betty LaSala Award winner.
Thank you, Dr. Wenzel, and congratulations, Andrea. I now call on Dr. Charles O'Neill, Professor of English, to come to the stage to present 2 awards. First, Dr. O'Neill will present this year's Rachel Carson Environmental Writing Award.
Good evening. I am pleased to give the 5th Annual Environmental Writing Award in honor of Rachel Carson to a freshman honors student, Katie Ann Bertuzzi. Her winning entry, entitled Two Great Lovers, is a fable about how Mother Earth and Father Time interact to create, sustain our world's fragile ecosystem. The fable is told in the form of a children's librarian telling a group of children how the world was first crafted, then sustained, and ultimately threatened by environmental abuse. I believe in time, this fable will, in fact, make an excellent book for children, warning them early of the dangers to the Earth's environment. In this regard, we might recall that Silent Spring, Rachel Carson's most famous book, itself opens with a fable about the dangers to the environment and the world's bird population from the overuse of pesticides. May Katie long continue to interest herself and others in important environmental causes. I'm very happy to have her in my class. Her essays are outstanding. Okay, every year I am honored to present the Dr. John Roberts Memorial Award to the English student with the highest grade point average. This year the winner is Eliza D. In the years since Dr. Roberts' passing, I know the college feels a loss every day. For 18 years, Jack was an outstanding teacher, one who was loved by his many students. In addition to his inspired work in the classroom, he was a published novelist, poet, translator, even a Fulbright lecturer in Hungary. But above all, his dedication was to the students he advised and taught. I know Jack would be pleased with this year's honoree, as I have taught Eliza in several courses and can attest to her intellectual, critical, and writing abilities. On to the stage.
And I know this is a little out of order, but inadvertently I left this paper on my desk, and so now I'd like to salute 20 years of full-time service, Eileen Mastrovito. However, I I did just learn that Eileen was pulled aside to help one of our students. So you're going to see how indispensable she is to the college. So let me tell you, Eileen was hired in 1998 as the college nurse and is currently the Director of Health Services. Eileen should be recognized first and foremost for her genuine caring for students and her earnest work to assist them on an individual basis. She has impacted numerous students through educational programming offered by her office and through her work with faculty offering classroom perspectives and presentations. Eileen excels at collaborating with other departments such as residence life, counseling and psychological services, athletics and dining services, as well as outside agencies such as the Rockland County Health Department. Some examples of her outreach to the college community and beyond are the annual blood drives, flu shot clinics, and the Days for Girls events. Eileen's expertise in understanding public health concerns and appropriately communicating them and developing appropriate responses is a major asset in keeping all of us at STAC healthy and safe. Congratulations and thank you, Eileen Mastrovito, on 20 years of full-time service to the STAC community.
And we now come to the induction of students into national and international honor societies with chapters at St. Thomas Aquinas College. The students who are inducted tonight have met rigorous entrance requirements of their particular honor society, and their membership is therefore a sign of their consistent excellence in their chosen field. I will now invite each of the faculty sponsors to the stage so that they may call students forward to receive congratulations from Dr. Fitzpatrick and from Mr. Skate. First, will Associate Professor of Business Administration, Professor Christine Cahill, come to the podium on behalf of Alpha Chi.
Alpha Chi is a coeducational society whose purpose is to promote academic excellence and exemplary character among college students and to honor those who have achieved such distinction. Its name derives from the initial letters of Greek words meaning truth and character. As a general honor society, Alpha Chi admits to membership students from all academic disciplines. The St. Thomas Aquinas College New York Beta chapter, established in 1973, now has 1,531 members, including the 26 students being inducted this year. Will the candidates for Alpha Chi membership please rise? These students have fulfilled all the requirements for membership in Alpha Chi. Each student is a junior or senior who is a cumulative grade point average of 3.70 or better, and all are in the top 10% of their class. Candidates, please come forward when your name is called. Juliet Craig, Aliza Dean, Isabella Diaz, Nicholas DePietro, Fiona Donahue, Lauren Fontana, Timothy Hedden, Abigail Kimbrough, Kaylee Gonzalez, Amy Marrow, Chelsea Murphy, Francesco Oliveri, Courtney Olson, Dina Palabudis, Mary Kate Powlis, Ali Saeed, Matt Stefani, and Jessica Vento.
I now ask Associate Professor of Marketing, Dr. Deirdre Noel Engels, to come to the podium on behalf of Alpha Mu Alpha.
evening. Would the members of Alpha Mu Alpha please rise? Since its inception in 1937, the American Marketing Association has remained committed to the advancement of excellence in the field of marketing. Alpha Mu Alpha is the national honorary of the American Marketing Association, and it's designed to recognize outstanding scholastic achievement in marketing among qualified undergraduate and graduate students. Faculty, friends, and family, it's an honor to present to you tonight STAC's 2019 inductees to Alpha Mu Alpha. Inductees, as your name is called, please come forward to be recognized. Carly Bonadonna. Caitlin Lee. Gregory Iannicelli. Brian Manini. Jade Montanante. Cameron Pashley. Kiwa Tadei. Ilmor Villafana. And Mary Visconti. Congratulations.
I now ask Instructor of Criminal Justice, Professor Ira Promisel, to come to the podium on behalf of Alpha Phi Sigma.
Will the candidates for Alpha Phi Sigma please rise? Alpha Phi Sigma, the National Criminal Justice Honor Society, is dedicated to the recognition of scholarly achievement in the field of criminal justice. Established in 1942, the Coeducational Society is officially designated as the National Honor Society by the Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences. The Theta Iota chapter of Alpha Phi Sigma was established at St. Thomas Aquinas College for the first time in 2007. Its mission is to promote critical thinking, rigorous scholarship, and lifelong learning by emphasizing advances in research, leadership qualities among students and practitioners, opportunities for community service, and ethical standards in criminal justice professions. Alpha Phi Sigma rewards academic excellence among students pursuing undergraduate and graduate studies in criminal justice. New members of Alpha Phi Sigma were formally inducted earlier today. Please come forward and accept our congratulations and recognition of your achievements when your name is called. Saint Jacob D. Odine. Thomas J. Flatley. Sean T. Berlica. Gregory T. Iannicelli. Ernestine A. Kelly Hansen. Tiana Nunez. Alexandra E. Pearl. Julia A. Sibley. Thomas Solomon. Congratulations.
Now call on Professor of Communication Arts, Dr. John Gurney, to come to the podium on behalf of Chi Alpha Sigma.
Will the candidates for Chi Alpha Sigma please rise? Founded in 1996, Chi Alpha Sigma is the National Honor Society recognizing the accomplishments of college student athletes nationwide who excel both on and off the many fields of competition. Chi Alpha Sigma's purpose is to encourage and reward high academic scholarship among student athletes, to encourage good citizenship, moral character, and friendship among high academic achievers in college athletics, and to provide recognition to teams, programs, and institutions. In order to qualify for induction into Chi Alpha Sigma, student athletes must have completed a minimum of 60 credits as of the previous fall semester while maintaining a grade point average of 3.4. The following student athletes, who collectively, by the way, average a 3.63 GPA here at St. Thomas Aquinas College, have been inducted into the new chapter of Chi Alpha Sigma, which was established at St. Thomas in 2007. They each have received a formal certificate acknowledging this recognition. Students, as I call each of your names, would you please come forward and accept the public congratulations of President Fitzpatrick and Vice Chairman Skate. Kellyanne Averill. Matthew James Corsi. Alyssa De Simone. Mary Gristle. Courtney Dumaine. Jennifer Chris Farrell. Jack Hanlon. Emily Hazelton. Sylvia Vivian Yaskid. Skelchin Kukai. Rebecca McLeod. Cameron Pashley. Luke Taplin. And George Yusuf. Congratulations, students.
I now invite Associate Professor of Economics, Dr. Megan Mehal, to come to the podium on behalf of Delta Mu Delta.
Good evening. Would the newly inducted members of Delta Mu Delta please rise? Delta Mu Delta is an international honor society established to recognize and reward superior scholastic achievement of students in business administration. The purpose of Delta Mu Delta is twofold: to promote higher scholarship and education for business, and to recognize and reward scholastic attainment in business subjects. 13 new members were inducted in a ceremony held on March 21st, and we know they will add new luster to their school, their community, their profession, and to the society. As your name is called, please come forward to be recognized. Matthew Corsi, Jennifer Farrell, Gary Peters, Anna Rosova, Matthew Scalfani, Kiwant Tedessa, and Luke Taplin. Congratulations.
Will Assistant Professor of Education, Dr. Regine Rossi, come to the podium on behalf of Kappa Delta Phi.
Good evening. Will the new members of Kappa Delta Phi please rise? Kappa Delta Phi was established in 1911 at the University of Illinois as an international honor society in education. Rho Lambda chapter was established here at St. Thomas Aquinas College in 1987. The Society's mission is to promote excellence in and to recognize outstanding contributions to education at both the undergraduate and graduate levels. Our Society's name is derived from the Greek words which represent knowledge, duty, and power. We conducted our initiation ceremony earlier today. There, our new members took their oath and received their cords and certificates. Now we publicly recognize and commend their accomplishments. We know they will do amazing things for our Society's children in years to come. Will the inductees of Rho Lambda chapter of Kappa Delta Phi please come forward to be recognized? Emily Baraletti, Sarah Beck, Allison Brown, Jessica Casserole, Jacqueline Chisnavia, Lauren D'Amaco, Philip Demetrox, Fiona Donahue, Alexis Finn, Claudette Jeffroy, Ryan Grant, Lana Green, Lindsay Jokum, Allison Colbeck, Katie Kopak, Brittany LaCitra, Kristen McLaughlin, Jessica Morrow, Megan Akoshin, Mary Kate Paulus, Megan Riley, Mariah Roman, and Andrew Sanchez. Congratulations.
I now ask Assistant Professor of Physics, Dr. Heather Ray, to the stage on behalf of Kappa Mu Epsilon.
Would the inductees for Kappa Mu Epsilon please stand? Kappa Mu Epsilon is a national organization founded in 1931 to promote the interests of mathematics amongst undergraduate students. The primary purposes of being a member of Kappa Mu Epsilon include the following: to further interest in mathematics, to emphasize the role of mathematics in the development of civilization, to develop an appreciation of the power and beauty of mathematics, to recognize outstanding mathematical achievements of its members, and to familiarize members with achievements being made in mathematics. I am happy to announce that the following students have satisfied the rigorous academic requirements for membership in Kappa Mu Epsilon, the National Collegiate Honor Society in Mathematics. Inductees, as I call your name, please come forward to receive our congratulations. Abigail Kimbrough, Rebecca McLeod, congratulations.
Now invite Professor of Italian and Romance Languages, Dr. Maria Roglieri, to the podium on behalf of Phi Sigma Iota.
Good evening. Phi Sigma Iota is an international foreign language honor society that rewards excellence in the pursuit of foreign language studies. It distinguishes those with an interest in other cultures and peoples. Within Phi Sigma Iota, excellence is not only a goal, but an attitude as well. Membership in Phi Sigma Iota is the highest academic honor in the field of foreign languages. We are pleased to have 4 new members to induct into the Delta Nu chapter of Phi Sigma Iota. They have been selected by virtue of academic distinction in modern language courses. May I ask that the following students come forward to be recognized: Alexandra Bueno Vasquez, Aurelis Guzman, Brittany Alford, and Enrique Rosario. Congratulations.
Associate Professor of History, Dr. Heath Bowen, come to the podium on behalf of Pi Gamma Mu.
Will the students who have been selected for induction into Pi Gamma Mu please stand? Pi Gamma Mu is an international social science honor society. The society aims to reward interest and achievement in the study of social sciences by the conferring of membership upon those who have been certified as meeting all local and international qualifications, and who accept the Society's aims and ideals, including 1. Scholarship, the disciplined and open-minded pursuit of truth. 2. Social idealism, the aspiration to maximize human potential in all regards. And 3. Social service, the willingness to be of service to others for the all of humanity. The motto of the Society, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free," reflects the disciplined and open-minded pursuit of truth throughout life. Will the following students please come forward to accept our acknowledgement and congratulations in recognition of your induction into Pi Gamma Mu. Catherine Cortadin. Julia Lynn de Pascal. Eliza C. Dean. Lauren Ashley Desimone. Lauren Ann Polari. Thomas James Flatley. Aurelius A. Guzman. Amy Marie Morrow. Ida Wang Cohen. Francesco Oliveri. Dina Polo Dudas. Susanna Faye Pinaro. John R. Paul. Samantha Rosa. Brianna Eleanor Thorne. You are all now and henceforth members of Pi Gamma Mu, and as such are hereby invested with all the rights, privileges, honors, and duties connected therewith. Thank you and congratulations to all.
Now I call Assistant Professor of Psychology, Dr. Ben Wagner, to the podium on behalf of Psi Chi.
Good evening. Psi Chi is the International Honor Society in Psychology, founded in 1929 for the purposes of encouraging, stimulating, and maintaining excellence in scholarship and advancing the science of psychology. Membership is open to graduate and undergraduate women and men who are making the study of psychology one of their major interests and who have displayed academic excellence within psychology as well as within their general course of study. Earlier tonight, the 2019 candidates for Psi Chi were formally inducted into the Society in the ceremony at the Honors Center. Now, please come to the stage to accept our congratulations as I call your name. Catherine Cortadon. Janet Ashley Adams. Elena Moriel Bati Alvarez. Raquel Alvarez. Taylor Foster. Sonia A. Cornejo. Carly Elizabeth Down. Julia Lynn de Pascal. Elena Agnes Gonzalez. Matthew Alexander Drico. Arelis A. Guzman. Maria R. Higgin. Francesco Oliveri. Susanna Faye Pinero. Alexander Pearl. Heather Petrillo. Alisa Marie Schrey. Gabrielle Sadie Serrano. Brianna Eleanor Thorne. Congratulations.
I now invite Associate Professor of English, Dr. Stacy Schultz, to the podium on behalf of Sigma Tau Delta.
Good evening. Will the new members of Sigma Tau Delta please rise? Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honor Society, was formed in 1924 at Dakota Wesleyan College in Mitchell, South Dakota. With chapters at more than 500 colleges and universities worldwide, the central purpose of Sigma Tau Delta is to confer distinction upon students of the English language and literature in undergraduate, graduate, and professional studies. Like all members of Sigma Tau Delta, the members inducted this evening have demonstrated consistent excellence in the study of the English language and of English and American literature. Will the new members in the St. Thomas Aquinas College please come forward when your name is called to receive our congratulations? Maya Cavan. Sabrina Calderon. Carly Sinello. Fiona Donahue. Devin Kimberly Holt. Christina Lodado. Lauren Nicole Orda. Felicity Popovich. Samantha Sabini. Anthony Suarez. Jessica Vento. And Ashley Young. Congratulations.
And for our last Honor Society of the evening, I invite Professor of Biology, Dr. Clara Toth, please come to the podium on behalf of Sigma Zeta.
Woo! Will the candidates for Sigma Zeta please stand? The following candidates have demonstrated an outstanding achievement in scholarship and interest in the sciences or mathematics, which has qualified them for initiation as active members of the Gamma Zeta chapter of Sigma Zeta. The object of this national organization is to draw superior students together from all fields of science and mathematics for a greater exchange of ideas in order to promote the advancement of scientific knowledge. It is our belief that these candidates will successfully carry out the objectives of the society and are therefore entitled to all of the privileges of membership in Sigma Zeta. Candidates, as I read your name, would you please come forward to accept our congratulations? Courtney DeMay. Sylvia Vivian Yastik. Ashley Rose Schmidt. Andrea Solomon. Natalia Veronica Shensky. Congratulations, family.
Thank you to the faculty sponsors, and congratulations to all the student inductees tonight. We now come to our final group of students for the evening. These are members of the Distinguished Dean's List. The academic performance of these students has been exemplary not only in their major, but across all their courses. And even more impressive, this level of excellence has been sustained. While carrying a full academic load and receiving no grade lower than a C, these students have achieved at least a 3.5 GPA in each of the last 3 consecutive semesters. And so I now ask Dr. Heath Bowen to return to the stage and read the names of this year's Distinguished Dean's List honorees. Students, as Dr. Bowen reads your names, please come to the stage to receive your congratulations from Dr. Fitzpatrick and from Mr. Scale.
Janet Ashley Ottapo. Raquel Alvarez. Nicole Amerton. Anastasia Angiopoulos. Kelly Ann Averill. Michael Bobbington. Ariel Bailey. Alana Barnes. Emily Barletti. Dundee Belfort Conklin. Shannon Berrigan. Kayla Bosworth. Joseph Carlone. Brian Cawley, Carrie Ann Timonello, Suzanne Clark, Molly Connor, Brandon Cook, Sonia Corneo, Matthew James Corsi, Christian Catamaccio, Catherine Morton, Juliet Craig, me, Dan, Samantha Davila, Carly Dobbin, Eliza C. Dean, Lauren Desimone, Isabella Diaz, Nicholas DePietro, Matthew Donville, Elena Agnes Gungaris, Sierra Donahue, Erin Elizabeth Durkin, Abraham Alian, Francesca Benelli, Kayla Barlett, Jennifer Chris Farrell, Catherine Eganbaum, Thomas James Flatley, Julia Marie Boto, Gianna Dalu, Thomas Gardner, Matthew Garrity, Justine Gizzy, Emily Glennon, Lily Hanson, Timothy Henning, Thomas John Holmes, Kathleen Howell, Gregory Thomas Unicelli, Sylvia Vivian Yaske, Ashley Joseph, Maggie Kane, Aaron Cardos, Maria R. Keegan, Abigail Therese Kimbrell, Aliana Kichmanuk, Catherine Kuzma, Sarah Lacker, Nikki Latrenta, Joseph LaPower, Jillian Lynch, Rebecca McLeod, Luke Madri, Christina Barezzo, Camille Martinez, Amy Morrow, Megan McCarran, Kelsey McGeehan, Nee McGibbett, Ryan Mello, Ian Myrtle, Alessandro J. Molinas, Danielle Menarche, Mackenzie Moreau, Jessica Moreau, Jacqueline Morris, Melissa Monier, Fabian Mullins, Chelsea Murphy, Hong Wen, Viet Wen Hong, Francesco Oliveira, Courtney Olson, Dina Polugudis, Susanna Panero, John R. Paul, Alexandra Pearl, Gary Michael Peters, Diana Pisano, James Polowski, Alyssa Ponela, Anthony Pristano, Matthew Quinones, Ali Saeed Rashid, Albert Will, Rebecca Rivera, Cassandra Rohr, Lisa Ross, Zachary Zuniki, Michael Sockman, Carolyn Salazar, Morgan Helena Santoro, Frank Schiavone, Ashley Rose Schmidt, Elisa Schrey, Matthew Safani, Gabriel Serrano, Julia Sibley, Andrea Solomonato, Rachel Spagnoli, Natalia Doretta Shvensky, Brianna Eleanor Thorne, Paige Kuthiker, Jessica Bento, James Verdicchio, Alexandra Bipolis, Paul Boyd, Kevin Wasserman, Valerie Winalski, Daniel Lynn, and George Youssef.
Thank you, Dr. Bowen. Congratulations to all our students. Give a round of applause to all our students tonight. And students, give a round of applause for the parents and family members who are here to support you. And let's give one more round of applause for Justine Gizzi and Aaron Durkin for their phenomenal anthem. And thanks to the Imperial Brass Quintet for tonight's music. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our St. Thomas Aquinas College 2019 Honors Convocation. We greatly appreciate your company this evening, and we, the members of the College Administration, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty are proud to salute these students and their accomplishments and to reward the hard work that brought them about. Refreshments will be available in the Romano Student Center, and you may greet your honored students over there. I extend also our appreciation to the students who are members of the St. Thomas Aquinas College Honors Program and their faculty sponsor, Dr. Ryan Wynn, for so ably assisting in the proceedings this evening, and to Joe Danini and Patrick Lambert and all the maintenance staff for transforming Aquinas Hall for us tonight. Please remain seated as the stage party, faculty, and honorees process from Aquinas Hall. Thank you and good night. Thank you.